What is going on, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. Tonight, we got a big matchup between the Denver Nuggets and the New York Knicks, and I am super, super excited to break it down in today's live show. Woo-wee! This is going to be a good one, folks. This is going to be a good one. The Knicks are on a 4-game winning streak right now, 3-0 on their West Coast trip, and they cap it off in Denver. Now, this is going to be a tough task. This is going to be a 100% a tough task for these Knicks because the Denver Nuggets are one of the better teams in the entire NBA. But I would like to remind the people that the Knicks beat the Denver Nuggets the last time they versed them, which was at home at Madison Square Garden. In that game, the New York Knicks were able to get the job done with OG Anunoby leading the way in that game. And we all know he will not be active in tonight's matchup as he has re-aggravated that elbow injury. But good news is reinforcements is on the way. Not in tonight's matchup, but Mitchell Robinson is back at practice, folks. Woo! Mitchell Robinson is back at practice. I don't expect him back tonight, but I definitely feel like by the end of the month of March, we can expect Mitchell Robinson to return to action for these New York Knicks. The Knicks are heavy, heavy underdogs in this game. Heavy underdogs in this game, which I find extremely interesting. We're going to break it all down. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. The Knicks tip off tonight at 9 p.m. EST as it's the final game on the road for these New York Knicks. We got Kenneth in the chat. Here first, y'all. What's good, Knicks Nation? Knicks Media, what's up, Kenneth? Joshua's in the chat. Albin, Sean, NY Flight Jets Talks in the chat. The day we get all our guys back. Woo! Yes, sir, Joshua. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday, man. The Knicks are back tonight, and I'm super, super excited to break down everything there is to know for these New York Knicks. Now, as I mentioned, the Knicks are the heavy, heavy underdogs in this game on BetUS, the proud sponsor of the YouTube channel. As you can see right here, the Knicks are 9-point underdogs. Wow. I think that's very disrespectful. The Knicks just went to Golden State and beat the brakes off of them when they were, by the way, 6.5-point underdogs in Golden State. And now they're 9-point underdogs with the money line set at plus 320. If you guys want to take care of business and put some bets on tonight's game, definitely go down below in the description of this video. Sign up for BetUS today and receive a 125% sign-up bonus up to $2,500. Let's freaking go, man, because I feel like the Knicks at plus 9, I like that too much. They also have a fun prop bet as well. Josh Hart combo stats, 31 plus at plus 127. Josh Hart has been the heart and soul of this team. Does he have another triple-double underneath his belt? Does he have another 48-minute game underneath his belt? I sure hope not. But shout out to everybody tuning in, and want to give a big shout out to BetUS Sportsbook because they have been the official sportsbook sponsor for the channel these past few months. And you look at the odds, bro. This is crazy. This is so disrespectful. The Knicks have proven that they can beat teams even without OG Anunoby, but Vegas is like, nah, we're still going to doubt the Knicks. Now, I get it. The Knicks should be underdogs. I'm not saying they shouldn't be, but 9 points? Disrespectful. So take advantage of that. Shout out to BetUS for being the official sportsbook sponsor of the channel.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
Where the game begins. Shout out BetUS. Darren's in the chat. What's up, bro? Hope you're well. Darren, great to see you, my friend. The Mets season is finally right around the corner. I hope you're doing well, Darren, from across the pond. Appreciate you tuning in, my friend. Corey's in the chat. Richie, salute. I would love 4-0, but I can't be mad if they go 3-1. Love you, bro. Absolutely. And I don't want to say I have a loser's mentality. The Knicks can definitely win tonight, but I will not be panicking. I will not be upset if they lose. Just telling you guys straight up. I mean, we got to be realistic here. The Knicks are winners of 4 in a row. And if I told you going into the West Coast trip, the Knicks will be 3-1, I think every Knicks fan would sign up for that. Obviously, we have a chance to go 4-0. Let's go try to get this W. But if they lose tonight, I'm definitely not going to be crying, okay? But I will say, even if the Knicks lose tonight, I don't think it's going to be by blowout, which is why the Knicks at plus 9 is super attractive for me on BetUS Sportsbook. I find that extremely hard to believe that Vegas is giving the Knicks 9 points on the road. 9. We're road warriors, baby. It is what it is. We got Mitchell Robinson coming back probably at the end of the month. But tonight, we're going to have the same lineup. And the question is Deuce McBride going to be the starter next to Jalen Brunson again? I think they have to, right? How can you not start Deuce? Now, the big thing is maybe they actually don't start Deuce McBride, because the big reason why they started him last game is because we needed to stop Steph Curry. Now we need to stop Nikola Jokic. So maybe the Knicks go big tonight. Maybe they switch up the lineup. I don't know. Maybe they put Precious Achiuwa in that starting rotation, because we need to be big to stop Nikola Jokic. I think Hartenstein's going to be able to match up well against him, but they got to get big, because if they go small against the Nuggets, they will out-rebound us. And Hartenstein has been such a good piece for this Knicks team. So I'm curious, do you guys think the Knicks are going to go big tonight and put Precious back out there in the starting five, or are they going to keep Deuce in the starting lineup? Now, I love Deuce McBride. You guys know that. I think that he should start tonight, but I'm just talking about matchup-wise. It may be smarter for the Knicks to go big tonight against the Denver Nuggets. They are a bigger team, and they are a team that the Knicks got to be able to out-rebound. Now, either way, I think the Knicks still have a chance to beat an aggressive squad and win tonight's matchup, or at least keep it competitive. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to feel like we're going to win every single game, even though we're on cloud nine. We feel like we should, right? We feel like we should. But the Knicks can gain some ground in the Eastern Conference standings tonight, because both the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Milwaukee Bucks are coming off L's last night. Now, the Bucks, as you can see on the ticker below, are taking on the Brooklyn Nets tonight. So that seems like they're going to get back in the win column for the Milwaukee Bucks. But last night, both the Bucks and the Cavs lost. So if the Knicks win tonight, they will get a game on them. Okay, right now we're a game and a half behind the Cavs and 2.5 games behind the Bucks. The Magic are on their own 4-game win streak right below the Knicks, so they're breathing down our necks. So it's going to be a really interesting matchup by the end of the season to see the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th seed and the 5th seed, how that's going to shape up. The Pacers are still in the thick of things, as well as the Miami Heat and the Philadelphia 76ers. This is the big game tonight for the Knicks, but the schedule does get a little easy, okay? Or should I say easier after tonight's game for the New York Knicks. We're back home finally on Saturday against the Brooklyn Nets at 1 o'clock, and then we're home against Detroit. We're in Toronto, and then in San Antonio. So that after this game, the Knicks have 4 winnable games. Okay, so if we lose tonight, I see the Knicks going another 4-game win streak. How about that? How about that, baby? How about that? Hopefully the Magic lose tonight 100%. 100%. We got to concentrate on holding down the 4, hopefully 3. Lucky to be in this position. 3 starters, nowhere to be found. It's crazy. Bro, look around the NBA. Tell me what team can survive 3 of their starters being hurt. None. Albin says we need Bogdanovich to score 20-plus tonight. Yes, we do. The Nuggets do not have a bench. Yeah, I mean, we're waiting for Bojan and Burks to kind of step on up. And they've been slowly and surely coming on. But I'm looking at this prop bet by Josh Hart, and I love that. I mean, we're talking about 31 points, rebounds, and assists combined. I love that prop bet, personally. I think that's definitely going to hit for Josh Hart. He's getting all the rebounds. He's getting all the assists. Consistency at its finest. Even if the shot's not falling, the man is doing everything you can ask for these New York Knicks. Guys, if you're just tuning into the show, don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. We're inching close to 12,000 subscribers on Knicks Media. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We're really excited to continue calling some Knicks games here on Knicks Media. Let's freaking go, baby. I appreciate you guys big time. Need Pelicans to beat the Magic tonight. Yes, sir. You know Knicks fans will be tuning into that Pelicans-Magic game just like last night. They were tuning into that, what was that? Yeah, the Miami Heat and the Cleveland Cavaliers game when Terry Rozier hit that step-back 3. I'm sure Knicks fans turned into Heat fans for a little bit just because of how much we needed that W from the Miami Heat. Good things, man. The Knicks got to take care of business tonight on their own. Absolutely. Bogdanovich can't be dribbling. Yeah, I mean, there's some times when we're looking at Bojan Bogdanovich, we're waiting for him to kind of step on up. And I feel like he's been slowly and surely getting better and better as time goes on, but we're still waiting for that consistency from our guy, Bojan Bogdanovich and Alec Burks. So we shall see. He's a bigger liability than Randall used to be. No, he's dribbling. Oh, my God. You guys are funny. Come on, guys. We got 13 likes on YouTube. Let's get this to over 25 likes if you're just tuning in. The Knicks are back in action tonight. 2 days off, rather, for the Knicks after beating the Golden State Warriors without OG Anunoby on Tuesday night. As Josh Hart said, I heard him back behind Jalen Brunson when he was getting interviewed in the locker room. No OG, no problem. He ain't the savior, which I thought was hilarious. Obviously a joke. The Knicks need OG, but they're proving they can win without him. The Knicks are a better team with him, but even without OG, this Knicks is that deep enough to contend with anybody. And I'll tell you this right now, if the Knicks are somehow figure out a way to win this game, all bets are off because things are getting crazy. It's scary hours in this Knicks team, bro. It's scary hours if we figure out a way to beat the Denver Nuggets, who are 8-2 in their last 10 games at their home floor. Bro, that's crazy. The Knicks never beat the Nuggets, by the way. The fact that we were able to beat the Nuggets earlier in the year was mind-blowing. The Nuggets always get the better of the Knicks. It feels like every single year. We only face them twice a season, and it feels like they beat us every time. But now the Knicks got the better of them early in the year. You know that the Nuggets do not want to allow the Knicks to come on their home court and punch them in the mouth, but that's exactly what the mindset needs to be. Let the presence be felt, and when the Knicks get a lead, they rarely let the lead go because of how elite Jalen Brunson has been this year, how consistent the defense have been this year, and the Knicks got to just take care of business and stay true to their own identity, baby. Their identity has been really consistent. Staying true to who you are is going to be important in tonight's game. Rebounding, defense, playing fast, allowing Jalen Brunson to go to work. What does Deuce McBride got for an encore? I don't know if he's going to play that many minutes again, but he's coming off a 29-point career-high night. I don't expect him to top that. I don't think he's going to go 30. Possible for sure, but I'm very curious to see what Deuce McBride does after he had his breakout game. I mean, he's having a breakout season, his first time getting actual NBA minutes. He's absolutely taking advantage of his opportunity here for the New York Knicks, that being Deuce McBride, and he has a chance to continue to prove to this coaching staff that you got to keep me on the floor. He's in shape. He can play every single minute of every single game, which I'm not saying I want them to do that, but it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Dan Williams asks, is McBride starting tonight? Everyone talks about Brunson leveling up, which he has, but the biggest surprise this season is Deuce. Who knew he had that many minutes in him and 29-point game? Good question and good take, Dan. Now, I don't know if he's starting tonight. I personally think there's a chance, and this is just pure guessing for me, that a big reason why Deuce started against the Warriors was because he was the Steph Curry stopper. Now we're going up against Nikola Jokic, so we need a Jokic stopper. So Precious Achiuwa may be in the starting lineup over Deuce tonight. Just to go a little bigger. That's not because they don't trust Deuce. It's more like matchups. But hey, or they keep Deuce in there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think my prediction is that Precious goes back out there as a starter at the 4 spot and they go a little bigger rather than small. Deuce will still get a lot of minutes off the bench for sure. But I feel like early on, the Knicks really want to go big and be able to double team and get more rebounds down low in the paint, because that's what tonight's game is going to be about. How can they out-rebound? How can they contain Nikola Jokic, who is one of the greatest players, I mean, we've seen in a long time. The guy is a multi-time MVP. Now he's an NBA champion. How could we contain Nikola Jokic? Big-time matchup for our guy, Isaiah Hartenstein, tonight, okay? Hartenstein has been doing work lately. He has been dominant on the glass, facilitating the rock, defensively. Shout out to Big iHeart. Tonight probably is the biggest game of his life going up against Nikola Jokic, because if he goes out there and plays to the level of a Jokic, not to say he's going to put up 30 points or anything like that, but if he can match up and defend him well enough and contain Jokic for having a crazy game, then we have something crazy to talk about, folks. Then we have something crazy to talk about. So the Knicks are back in Denver tonight. You see the Pelicans are on the road in Orlando tonight. That's a game that we got to watch for sure. If you guys didn't notice, we have a live ticker at the bottom of your screen if you want to see all the NBA matchups around the NBA tonight. We got the Bulls taking on the Rockets. Who cares about that game? The Nets Bucks, we'll be tuning into that. We want Brooklyn to win, which I don't think will happen. I think the Bucks are going to bounce back with the W after the loss last night. And then a West Coast matchup between the Mavericks and the Utah Jazz. But the Knicks, bro, how are they going to be able to sustain this momentum? Because I don't want Knicks to get over the top here, because I know Knicks fans way too well, where if the Knicks lose tonight, we're going to have Knicks fans start panicking. Knicks fans are going to start saying, uh-oh, we need OG back. Oh, no, we lost to the Nuggets. We're back. We suck. Can we just take a chill pill? I know Knicks fans a little too much now. We all know Knicks fans well. But we get so caught up in the moment. We're on a 4-game win streak. If we lose tonight, I'm not panicking. And you should not panic if we lose tonight. We're going up against one of the better teams in the NBA, still without 3 of our 5 starters. Okay? The Knicks are going to be smart with OG. There's no reason OG should be playing through pain. Okay, let him rest. The Knicks have proven they can win without him. Let him rest that elbow, and hopefully, that elbow will be healed up enough by the NBA playoffs, and he can push through. Okay? He could push through that elbow. And then Mitchell Robinson's on his way back. There's still not an update on Julius Randle. I think their philosophy with Julius Randle is allow him to rest as much as possible for the NBA playoffs to start. And when the playoffs begin, or maybe 5 or 3 games left in the regular season, they'll throw Julius Randle back out there to gain some chemistry, and he'll play through that shoulder. So unfortunately for the Knicks, we're going to have a banged-up OG and a banged-up Randle for the NBA playoffs. They're definitely both not going to be 100% healthy. Both of them will be dealing with an injury. But the question is, how will they be able to push through? Will they be able to play good enough to help this Knicks team win? Will there be a liability? We shall find out. You guys saw Julius Randle was on the Roommate show that they just came out with earlier today on Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart's podcast. I did not watch it yet. I will be tuning in probably after the show because I'm definitely curious to get some insight about Randle's relationship with Brunson and Hart. That podcast has been a lot of fun to watch, not going to lie. But, folks, don't forget to hit that like button on your way in, baby. We got 50-plus people, live watchers on media with 16 likes. I know we can do better than that, folks. Hit that like button. We got the Knicks back in action tonight in Denver. If we win tonight, all bets are off. We're going to the NBA Finals. I don't care. Nobody can stop me, baby. No one can stop me. You're talking about a team missing 3 of our 5 starters, going into Golden State and beating them the way that we did, beating Sacramento on Saturday night. This Knicks team can go up and beat anybody. Okay, Knicks fans, our confidence level should be through the roof right now. I absolutely love everything about what the New York Knicks have done this year, and I feel like the healthier we get, the better that we get together. I love this team, and you should too, baby. Kenneth, hit that like button for Knicks Media, y'all. Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate that. Corey says, Richie, love you, bro. I love you too, bro. I love you too, Kenneth. Corey. I'll get to MSG one day. Dan, MSG's waiting for you, my friend. MSG's waiting for you, friend. Seems you're from the UK. No worries. The Garden's going nowhere, so you got plenty of time, baby. Let's get some score predictions in the chat. I also noticed that the over-under on BetUS is really low at 208. Now, the Knicks have been in low-scoring games recently. The Denver Nuggets are a defensive-minded team. Do you guys think that the over or under will hit tonight? Do you think it's going to be a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game? Let's hear your guys' thoughts of the odds presented by BetUS. The Knicks are 9-point underdogs. 9. Craziness. Just saying. 9 points? I like the Knicks at +9. I don't know about you folks, but the Knicks at +9 is 100% something that I am considering in tonight's matchup because I understand why the Knicks are underdogs. I'm not saying we shouldn't be. Give me a damn break at +9. You see it right here. Also, if you think the Knicks have a chance to win, they're at +320. So if you want to place some bets on the New York Knicks to win tonight, go down below in the description. Sign up for BetUS. The Knicks money line's at +320. You put $100 on the Knicks to win, you win $320. You put $25 for the Knicks to win, you win $80. You put $10 down for the Knicks to win, you win $32. So if you use my code down below in the description, you will receive a 125% bonus up to $2,500. Don't forget to sign up and open up your BetUS account today, baby. Let's freaking go. 106 to 101 Knicks. I like it. I like it. Let's go. Love you too, bro. Gotta support Knicks Media. Kenneth, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Easy money, I agree, bro. Sad to say, just because how we did them dirty last time. Absolutely. And they at home as well. They're definitely scoring less than 100. 105 to 94. There we go. Okay, John. I see you, bro. Go to the videotape where you made Jokic look his worst. Yeah, what? The last time they versed each other at the Garden? 103-97 Knicks. Okay, E-Money, I see you. Albin says over. What's the word on our Knicks? That we're about to go out there and get a huge dub on the road. How about that? How about that, baby? The Knicks have every single reason to go out there on the road and get this W, baby. 107 to 97, says Corey. So no one's predicting an L. Everyone's got the Knicks winning tonight. Hey, I can't complain. I can't complain. Let's go, baby. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I think that the Knicks have a chance here to do something crazy. Absolutely crazy, baby. I love it. I'm excited. I'm excited for this New York Knicks team. So it seems like the Knicks fans are very high on them. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that the New York Knicks have a chance here to get a W, bro. It's been a mint West Coast trip. Yes, it has. 116 to 108. Bingo was his name. Oh, boom, baby. I want to say the Knicks will win, but I'm thinking realistic, we have no OG. Yeah. I mean, that's how I'm feeling too. Realistically, it's going to be tough for the Knicks to win tonight. Heart W, L, head is an L. It's true. Is the high altitude a real thing? It is. I've been to Denver myself. I've been to Colorado. It's definitely a real thing. I felt it with my own breath. The air is thin, so you lose your breath early, more often, especially when you're hiking in the mountains. But I don't think it has I don't know about in the arena. I mean, the air is the same in the arena than it is outside. But my point is, it is an impact for sure. Not going to lie, Nuggets won't forget how bad we beat them at home. I know. We blew the doors off of the Nuggets. That's not usually the Nuggets, bro. That's not usually the Nuggets. Let's freaking get it, though. I got high expectations for them, and you should too tonight, baby. You should too. High altitude is a thing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Devo been up and down, so to me, he's our X factor for real. If he doesn't do well and hits his threes, then we washed. I like it. I think that is true. Any news on Randall, man? I'm going to watch the roommates podcast before the game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he said anything about his injury on the podcast. I did not watch it yet. I was watching the beginning of it before I went live here, but then I had my show scheduled, so I had to not finish it. I don't think he gave a little update, though. Otherwise, I feel like Nick's Twitter would be all over it. But hey, maybe he did. I just didn't see it yet. Acclimating takes time. Yes, it does. You got to be when you're in the thin air of Denver, you got to be able to just breathe and just take a little bit. It's an interesting situation, the high altitude. No excuse, though. Go get the dub, Knicks. Go get the W, Knicks. No excuse. Go get it, baby. Now, it's been a joy to watch the Jalen Brunson show. I feel like we're witnessing a superstar be born before our very eyes. He's going on a media tour. He's got commercials now. We got every NBA analyst breaking him down and giving him his flowers. Like, it is so cool to watch one of our own players who was not a star get signed by the Knicks in free agency, have his father on the coaching staff, and break out as a legit face of the league, bro. Jalen Brunson is becoming one of the biggest faces, the biggest names in the NBA. And it's so fun to watch this guy play basketball. And it's fun to see the dynamic in the locker room. Everybody cracking jokes in the locker room. Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson's dynamic is off the charts. And Dante. I mean, the vibes are immaculate. Okay? That's really what it comes down to. The vibes are immaculate. The Bro God's in the chat. Huge game tonight. Big game indeed, the Bro God. Big game indeed. I'm excited to see what happens, baby. I will give the Knicks a pass if they lose tonight. It's not a loser's mentality. I'm just trying to be realistic, folks. I can't expect this Knicks team to win every single game they play. They've won 4 in a row. They're 3-0 on the road on this West Coast trip. If they lose tonight, they go 3-1 on the West Coast. I will be okay with that. Let's get back home and let's take care of business against Brooklyn. Again, I'm not going to say that I am manifesting an L tonight, but my point is, please don't panic if the Knicks end up losing. Just don't do it. I beg of you. Absolutely beg of you. Nova Knicks, let's get Bridges. I'm down. So classy, it's crazy. 30 years, I've never thought this organization would make me proud. Crazy, right? That's why Knicks fans that have been patient and suffering for decades and decades on decades, it's finally paying off. And now hopefully the Knicks can get to new heights. and go after some big-time pieces in the offseason, even though it feels like this Knicks team is loaded right now. So this is the time to win, but it feels like the window is like a 2 to 3 year window with Jalen Brunson and all these boys. I'm excited, baby. At this point, I'm just hoping everyone stays healthy. It feels like the biggest enemy of these Knicks are themselves. How can the Knicks stay healthy? I don't know. I could tell you that playing them 48 minutes a night's not going to help, but when you're injured, you low-key have no choice. So that's really what it comes down to. So seems like Knicks fans are all on the same page in tonight's game. I'll let you guys know about. I can't promise a recap tonight because I will be out watching the game. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to make a recap directly after the game. So don't expect a Knicks media video directly afterwards. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll try to make a video just letting you guys know, there's some things in my personal life that gets in the way of me trying to make content. If it was up to me, I'd probably go live for every game, make a recap video after every single game, but sometimes life gets in the way. And also, I'm going to be away on Saturday, so I'm not going to be able to cover the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks game at all Saturday. So we'll definitely be live on the channel tomorrow to break down the Nuggets game and to preview the Brooklyn Nets game tomorrow here on Knicks Media. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to Knicks Media if you're new. We're so close to getting 12K. Thank you guys all so much for the consistent support here on Knicks Media. We're going to wrap things up here, baby. The Knicks on the road in Denver. How can we go 4-0 on the West Coast trip? Woo! Is it possible? For sure it is. And if the Knicks do that, we are unstoppable. Okay? We are going to be unstoppable as a Knicks fan. The Knicks fan base is ready to go. All right, we got one last question from Wang Chung tonight. All right, what's the question? Before we end things up, let's hear it. I think it's time to change your name, White Mike. Mike White's no longer on the Jets, if that's what it means. Mets and Knicks, orange and blue, turning ties. If the Jets do it somehow emerging from the worst organization in sports, I'm going to stroke out. Yeah, me too. We'll do it together. I'm waiting for your last question. Wang Chung. Guys, hit that like button as we wait for the final question of the show. Let's freaking go. All right. Time's ticking. No white Mike is the white Jordan Jackson. Oh, okay. I've had this for 25 years. I thought it was Mike White backwards. Wang Chung asks, I would love to see how look fully healthy minus Randall, but I wouldn't be mad if he comes back off the bench. If Randall comes back, he's not coming off the bench. For sure. Mitchell Robinson is going to come off the bench when he comes back, though. That's something that we know. If Randall comes back, he's not coming off the bench. He's starting. That's for sure. That's for sure. So that's going to wrap up the show, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another Knicks Media preview show. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. I should have a co-host. I do have a co-host sometimes. Tyler, Wardy NYM comes on sometimes, but he hasn't been able to make it recently. I'm definitely looking for another Knicks creator to collab with more often. So if you guys have any creators you want me to collab with, let me know. I'd love to have anybody on the show. I'll see you guys next time. Let's go, Knicks! And let's get this W tonight, baby. Woo! Peace out.